I got Nike so long ago, it was still only $87 a share back in the day. And I
Damn,
was like, man, you know what I'm
that was
saying?
nice.
Is it look, it's all about timing and
All
about
the time
getting
and
it.
buying on the low.
Look, my coworker, I met with my, he's retired. I met with this guy for lunch the other day,
Mm,
and he was saying how 20 years ago, again, I was still an adult 20 years ago. So I wish he'd have pulled me to the side and talked to me about stocks. But he had his son buy, he gave him the money, but he had his son put down $200 on Home Depot
uh-huh.
20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So you can imagine what's that's
Woo,
worth
he
now.
makes money.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he kicks up to me again. Every time someone gives me stock advice, I am just in there, like listening. He's like, buy what you use. And he was like, now he said he prefaced that we're not like, all right, that, I'm not telling you not to invest in like, future tech or whatever like that. But he says the stuff that is going to continue to go up, even though everybody's stocks are going down right now, is stuff that the average consumer buys all the time, like toilet paper,
Yeah,
Home Depot. Like he says, no matter what time of year you go in Home Depot, the lot is full.
yeah. That's true.
You
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying? So it's like
That's how you should buy stocks. Always buy what you know and use because
eh,
that's what's going up.
exactly. Like I said, I got some investments on some stuff that I'm just not sure about, but I did it anyway because I'm hoping it's gonna blow up. But in the
Hmm.
meantime, you focus in on that stuff that it's not becoming scarce overnight.
Okay, that's true. But you know what? We're talking about dating disasters today. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It will be getting back to stocks, man. I love talking stocks. But right now, on Wednesday we were talking about I forgot what the subject was, but on Wednesday, what's this? It was a smoke show, men versus women, and some and they were talking about some disasters that they've been through in dating. So we decided to do a dating disasters for the day. You know what I mean? Because I got a good one. I got a good one. I'm sure you have one too, Rob. But
Sure.
I guess I'll start off with mine, and then you can go on with yours. I remember like what about I can't even remember how many years ago, man. It was quite a few years ago, and so I was only looking for somebody, you know what I mean? And I decided to get on the dating apps, and I found somebody on there, and she seemed to be wonderful. Everything was cute. She was cute, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, I'm really gonna find a real girl this time, man. She was like of a decent age, you know what I'm saying? She was like, yeah, and I was like, woo, you know what I mean? She lived in Jersey. I was like, okay, we'll see what we can work out. She said she's gonna come and meet me, and we was gonna meet down at the down there on Delaware Ave or at the movie theater over there, man. So I was like, okay, let's go. So me, I kept accepted, so I got the bus down there, and so I'm looking. I go to the theater, and I'm looking around because I don't see her. You know what I'm saying? There's a person standing in the window, and I figure, okay, nobody else. And I'm looking around, and I'm looking around, and I looked at my watch. I tried to call her, and then I turned. I walked. So I said, "Let me go into the movie theater." So I walked into the movie theater, and I'm looking around, and then I said, "Oh my God, it's probably the person at the window."
Oh boy.
I was like, "Oh,
I got a similar story, but please continue. You'll
oh."
laugh when you hear mine. Go ahead.
So I'm talking to her. I said, "Are you so and so?" She's like, "Yeah, you." So I said, "Oh, yeah." You know me. See, I was raised to have manners no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So I'm being very, fuck it. I was like, fuck it. We're gonna have a good date. I
Right.
don't care. I'm gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. I don't care. I want to be out and having fun. So we're gonna have fun. So it was kind of hard for me to have fun because when I met her, you know how they have a one face online and a whole nother face in real life. Well, she was wearing this fur kind of coat with the fur around the collar.
Yep.
And it looked like it was laying on the floor and it was kind of choppy, like a mangy cat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then she had this short wig on. Now the wig was beautiful. Well, not really. The wig looked like it was on the floor too. The wig looked like it was on the floor for a while. And she tried to do whatever with it and put it on her head.
And how old, sorry to cut you off. How old, respectfully, were both of you?
Oh, I think this was in my 40s. This is in my 40s.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
So a time where she should have known better not to come in.
Know better, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Sorry.
And, the wig didn't cover all her hair. And she had gray hair. So she had a small wig and all her hair was like, she had like a little bush like out the back of. I was like, oh my God,
But you did the right thing to continue the date.
I said, come on, let's go, babe, let's go out. And I wasn't looking like this, dog. I was looking the way I used to look. You know how I used to look.
I remember what you used to
look. I'm getting complaints from the peanut gallery over here, but she's like, I can't wait till you get back to that old look too. Well, I'm like, all right. She like this look too, but she. But anyway, so I'm looking right, and I'm like, okay, let's go out. And we go out, and then she wants to go to these places, and the food's really taking forever and everything. I forget, I was trying to be nice and talk, and she was like, well, you ain't getting any tonight. And I was like, oh my God, no.
You got to worry about it tonight, baby. You ain't got that ain't even on the plate for me.
I was like, oh my God, no, and I'm not like one of those people, you know what I mean? But no, you can't come like that, you can come a little, you don't have to be Madonna, like, you don't have to be, glam, but you can't come like you said, fuck it, tonight I'm gonna go out tonight. You know what I mean? I don't know what that was about. Like, but
you know you want this.
Yeah. I was like, oh my goodness. So we went back to, I said, just drop me off where I was. She's like, yo, want me to take you home? I was like, oh no.
You ain't know where I live at.
It was a great time, and I might call you later. And that was it. And let me tell you something, man. All I could think the whole night was, I want to have fun, but I can't even have fun because this person is just not fun. Gotcha. You're not even fun. Like, you're not even fun. Like, I was like, damn, you can't. You just. It was like a really bad day. And no violence and nothing. It was cordial. I kept it cordial. I kept it fun. But man, she came all chopped up, man. I was mad. I was like, damn, I'm wasting my damn time,
Oh man, you gonna make me cry, man. Oh man.
I'm like, it's all good, and I'm not that kind of dude, because I don't look at myself like I'm the best thing ever lived, you know what I mean? But damn. I was like, some people, like, you be wondering, like, on them dating apps, they be on there with like some hardcore mental issues going on, and you over there, trying to be regular.
Well, not only that, a long time ago, me and one of my good buddies said that, every woman is not going to be a 9 or 10, but her personality can make.
Exactly.
I've seen a woman's personality take her from a 7.5 to like a 9 because she was so cool and so friendly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wasn't even looking at her looks anymore because y'all was like this. You know what I'm saying? But that goes the same way opposite. I've seen a 9 drop down to a 6.
Oh, yes.
Because of that personality. Like, I don't care how fine you are. I'm done. I mean, I ain't got the time for you.
Yeah, I left one of them. Yes. Oh, it was so nasty. I swear. It was a girl from Wilmington, and we got together, and it was cool. but she has such a nasty attitude, man. I couldn't tell you. I never met someone with this filthy a mind. Like, not filthy in the way like sexually filthy.
I know what you're talking about.
Like, it's just so like, what the hell, man? She took me to a party with her friends, and this one woman came up, and she looked tore up, in the mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the girlfriend just started talking about her and kept going on about her. She was laughing all hard, like she's 6 years old, like how little kids do.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, and this person's supposed to be a therapist. I was like, this is a therapist, yo.
Yeah, that would turn if you incessantly tear down another person in front of me, that would turn me off.
Yeah, it was a real turn off.
We supposed to be adults, we don't make fun of people for no good.
Yeah.
This person ain't done nothing to you.
And it's supposed to be one of her people, one of her friends, you know. And I'm a stranger, yo, you know what I'm saying? These are your peeps, and you tearing her down like it was such a hardcore tear down for no reason.
Right.
I just it turned me off like completely, yo. I didn't want nothing to do with it after that. I got away from that joint, man. That shit, that you know what I'm saying? You can't show all parts of your character when I first meet you. At least let me catch up to your nastiness, yo. But some people can't hide it, and you better believe it when it come out. Because she was mad when I blocked her.
Check it out. Do you think you sent the thing to only me while no one else is on?
Huh?
Do you think you sent the invite to only me while no one else is here?
Oh, no, I said it to everybody. I said it as a group.
Okay.
I said, sometimes there's 2, sometimes there's 10. It's no big deal to me.
Gotcha. I just want to make sure everybody ain't waiting up saying, I wonder when he going to send me that, John. And I'm making sure I'm not the only one. I'll tell you mine. And ironically, you started off with almost a similar subject in regards to a blind date. And the only difference between, one difference between mine and yours is that I was about half your age, and so was this person. This is 1997, and I'm at Westchester, and the internet was not new, but the internet was still sort of newish when it comes to like personal, like this is before Facebook. This is before Twitter. This is like a MySpace account.
Okay.
And I had just learned HTML. And before this, actually, be honest with you, this is before MySpace even, because I had created my own webpage about what I did, for my classes and stuff. And I put my picture on there. And don't ask me how this person even found me. But this young woman, she was about a year older than me. She was a grad student. So she was smart, got her education on. So she reached out to me. She's like, hey, I saw your picture, yada, yada, yada. I live in Philly. Would you like to meet? Now, keep in mind, my picture was on my website. So she knew exactly who I was in regards to my looks, but back then I wasn't bald. I had some hair, I was a halfway decent looking brother back then. Mm-hmm. So anyway, she did not have any pictures of her that she could share with me. She just described herself. Like, I'm 6'2", and she was like, well, I'm about 5'5", 5'6". I'm a little thick, but I'm not fat. And I'm a true dude. Like, I probably would have met her no matter how she described herself, because I'm not the type of dude to prejudge. You know what I'm saying? So we decided to, keep in mind, I'm living in Westchester. She was like, let's meet downtown, someplace in public, safe or whatever, down the Borscht Building. What is the Afen Market, I guess, the Borscht Building, Center City. So I get there first, and keep in mind, I have no idea what this woman looks like. So I'm just kind of like, walking around thinking that she's gonna, if she shows up on time, which she didn't, she'll have to point me out to the crowd. So she's like half hour late or whatever. So I'm about to walk back towards the L to go back out to Westchester. And just as I'm walking, I see somebody like staring me down, and she's like, "Rob," and I'm like, "Okay." Now I have to be honest. I'm not being disrespectful. Her look was not my type. You know what I'm saying? But just like Aaron, you did, you went through the date. So did I. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that type of dude, even back then or even now. I'm gonna be like, oh, sorry. I think I gotta go. My mom is calling me. Like, I've never been that disrespectful to any woman or whatever. So I went through with the date and we ate inside the Borscht building. Now, I just had like a regular cheeseburger or whatever. Look, I'm a thin dude now at 220. Back then I was like a buck 65. So I was a really tall, skinny dude. So I had my little burger or whatever. Now she already mentioned like, yeah, I need to stay on top of my weight. So like stuff that you wouldn't even talk about during the first date. But she felt comfortable with sharing. But then she orders a cheesesteak. Not that, look, order what you want. I don't keep it real. Don't order a salad or whatever like that. But I think first impressions, especially if you already voice concern about your weight.
And then you go order a cheesesteak.
And you order something more than your date. and I'm like, all right, whatever. So again, we the conversation was cool. Like I said, she was smart or whatever, but I knew like this wasn't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? This isn't, she's not my type, this, that, and the other. And the good thing is, I mean, look, we went our separate ways that day. And, let's face it, same way a guy knows, women know if a guy's not interested. Like if any ladies on the line or whatever, if a guy is interested, he will chase you to the ends of the earth. You know what I'm saying? He will blow up your phone. You ain't got to guess if a guy is into you or not. So I never called
her. That's scary. That's scary though when you have a bad date.
Well,
when they want to chase you to the end of the earth. Let me tell you. Hey, Bubba. Hey, Andre, it's Yana.
That sounds good. Who is it? Who's it again?
Yana. This is Yana.
Hey, Yana. How you doing? I was wondering who that was.
I'm doing fine.
With that number.
Yes, it's me. So if there's no other females, I'll be the female voice. How's that?
Good. Yana, you're going to have to hold up and let Rob finish.
I'm glad she said, yeah, it's okay. For clarification, on a non-stalker type tip, if a man wants you without showing up unannounced outside your door, banging, where you at, baby? A man will let you know if he's interested. And unfortunately, I was not interested in her. She did call me like a couple days later, trying to see, not kind of like what's up, but kind of just wanting to have a conversation. But, like I said, I was not interested. So there was no reason for me to lead her on. Like I'm gonna be frank, I'm gonna be straight up. I had nothing else going on. I'm not the type of dude that is like, all right, I ain't messing with nobody, so I'm just gonna, smash this because it's here. I let her go on her way, and I went on my way. And that she called me that one time, and I guess she realized like I was not interested, And again, now I hope she's done well. I'm hoping she's happy and has a million kids and stuff like that. But like I said, I can't really call it a nightmarish blind date. It was just one of those things where, first she was late. She kind of undersold her physical appearance a little bit. Or maybe I should say oversold.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, I'm not saying that to make fun of her. I'm just saying that's what it was. And to me, like I said, maybe I'm that thin-skinned dude to think that, maybe she was just keeping it real and eating that's how she gets down.
That's normal.
That's her normal. But in that case, I felt like then don't say to me again, because I'm not your boyfriend. I don't. My opinion doesn't matter. But don't say like, you know what? I really need to kind of watch what I eat and start taking it down a little bit, and then you bust a bigger grub.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's just funny.
Well, on the
female side. On the female side, that's just funny as hell that she would do that.
And you have to. We all can agree. First impressions.
Oh,
Just
this is
especially
Oh,
a
yeah.
blind date. First impressions mean everything, and that was such
Oh, yeah.
just turn off. I was like, I mean, honestly, I might have been able to roll out just to see what this was all about. If it wasn't for that,
That one thing. Sometimes that one thing is all you need, yo.
it was a trigger.
Mhm.
It was a trigger.
She said, I got a problem eating, and then shows you the problem. And
It would be like if somebody says, I got an alcohol problem, and then they order like 5 shots.
yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
So that's it. Like I
Mhm.
said, I wish her well. Hopefully, another guy that was great came along, and she's happy and forgotten all about me and whatever like that. So
I'm right there with you.
Mhm.
I always tell my people, hold on, my baby's coming in, so I'm letting her have a seat, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like look, I always tell people right away how I look. I want you to know everything, good and bad. This way I ain't got to spruce up shit and sorry, baby, that's good. Right there.
Mhm.
And pretend and pretend like I look a certain way when I don't, you know what I mean? Make up a what happens when you show up? You know what I'm saying? That's
Mhm.
you have to show up. You're gonna have to show up, so you might as well just tell the truth. I let her know I'm fat as hell, baby. I'm fat as hell. She's like, can you? She said, can you? What? Like 600 pounds? I'm like, I can walk.
Oh no.
He kept on saying, I'm fat.
You need to know this. Listen, I ain't a little fat. I ain't chubby, yo. You need to know all of this before you come in and waste my time.
Waste your time and your money.
Yeah.
Waste your time and your money.
We did a FaceTime together. We was like, I was like, show your body, girl. I gotta see everything. Look, see,
I ain't skinny either.
you know what I'm saying? And I said, yeah, see all this? This is how it is, baby. If you like it, like it. If you don't. I ain't offended. Shit. She was just trying, but she ain't know how to take it the right way. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be honest. If you're honest, it gives the person a chance. If you're not honest, you ain't giving them no chance. All they gonna do is reject you. You know what I'm saying? So ladies and gents with those filters, you need to turn them off, yo. At least have one real picture so I can say, oh, that's what you really look like.
Yeah.
So anybody else want to go? Who wants to go next?
Oh, I got one.
Go ahead,
Oh, I
y'all.
got one.
You gonna stay still?
Well, I actually get two, but one is I'll give one that I actually went out on the date with. The one I didn't go out on a date with was like you meet on. See, I don't like internet dating anymore because you don't know, who is, like you were talking stalkerish. You don't, what kind of psycho is actually on there. But the one guy, very nice talking. Then all of a sudden he flipped the script and wanted me to send him dirty socks that I wore. Not panties, not bra. He wanted the sweatier the better. I was like, oh hell no, bye bye.
He was
a smelly guy, Ooh. But the date I went on, he was a businessman in town, owned his own accounting firm, like a little small accounting, office and stuff, just him and somebody else. And it was a blind date set up by a friend. So he picks me up, we go to a movie, and then we go out to eat. Well, it was just, he was like, and if, Bubba, is your daughter still there?
I don't have a daughter.
Hello? Oh, I don't know. Your baby. Is your baby there? You said your baby.
Oh, yeah, my
baby came in.
She's right next to me. She's right here.
Okay, so she knows we have this intuition. And so sitting down at the table, this guy gave off the creepiest freaking vibes. Now I'm, 40 minutes from my house because he picked me up. We went to go out on a date. So we go eat dinner. Then we went to the movies. Then we went home. Well, as we're driving home, he starts to get a little sick in the car. And it was my eyebrows were burning off. Okay. And so it was he was just creepy. And then he was like, just the way he talked, the way he looked, it was just this whole uncomfortable. And then he would inundate me with phone calls. And I'm like, didn't you get the hint? Like you were saying, Rob, there's a hint there that I'm not interested, not interested. You gave me a creepy vibe. I'm not interested. And then I heard how he lived, and, his house was filthy, and that also kind of like, no. But it was just this total, it was the weirdest vibe that he gave. And it was like, and also was like no escape route, because I rode with him and I couldn't wait to leave. I was like, okay, so we're done with dinner. We're done with movie. Take me home, but those kind of days, like the creepy,
relatively anyway.
Yeah. It was scary, but just like it was, and he wasn't like, as Rob was saying, he wasn't my type, he was short, he was about, my height, and I'm 5'5", and you have to be at least like 5'9" and taller for me. That's my preference. And, but yeah. It was not a very good date.
You said your eyebrows were burning. Your eyebrows was burning? How the hell you burn your eyebrows?
He was ripping his pants out. He was
What?
He was passing gas in the vehicle.
Oh.
He was almost like he had to clean his, and it was a horrible date. I was like, oh my God, get me out of this vehicle. Let me get out of here. I was like, oh my God.
The best part, skipped all the good stuff, yo.
Oh my God.
He was, he was like, I'm really not feeling well. And I'm like, apparently, can you please
hold on. You saying he took his pants off out? He got out the car, took his pants off?
No. What I'm saying is that he was like passing gas so bad that I thought he messed in his pants. You know what I mean? It was so rotten. It was so rotten in the car. The smell
he's
was
passing gas.
horrible. Yes. I mean, you want to talk about the end of the night? That was this. If you want to say, if that was the talked about the night, for lack of a better way, it was a shitty ass night. Literally for him.
The
it was
up part,
horrible.
He could at least played it off and see it like that was you. Like, baby, did you just pass gas? Like,
Oh no, he didn't do that. No. He was, oh my God, it was bad. It was bad. And I was like, okay, please, we only have about 5 more minutes of this ride. Let me get home, and it was just like, maybe I was rude. Maybe I didn't answer his phone calls or return his text. I just like completely ghosted because I was just so disgusted, and it was a horrible date. Maybe I could have been, this was several years ago, but a little bit more mature about it. But I was like, I don't want to even, even talk to you.
Any way you choose. If you want to ghost, there's a reason. You want to ghost.
Yeah. Oh God, it was terrible. Jesus. And then like now, and I mean,
You still smell it. Something got stuck in your nostril for life. Yeah.
Right. I'm scarred. So now I'm like, okay, let's not go eat Mexican on a date, shall we?
Yeah.
And if you can't handle grief, let's figure something else out. But oh man,
You left the guy for a sour stomach. He just had a sour stomach. He was like,
he had sour everything. It was just, oh my gosh. Yeah. Terrible date. Terrible. And I'm sure he was embarrassed, and he probably felt very uncomfortable because of his sour stomach. But if you knew you couldn't handle the food, we could have went someplace else. 'Cause
Yeah.
But yeah, so, but okay. But there's my two kind of semi stories there, you know.
Poor thing. That's a farting disaster, That's
Yeah, you know. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Smells, a bad smell on a date is the worst thing you can do, A bad That's a bad smell. You just can't. You can't. Even if it's an accident.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh my, but that, just thinking about it still turns my stomach up.
I will add real quick. Sorry, man. I will add real quick since my wife just walked by that on one of our first dates, it might have been our second date. I did not pass gas, but I did. We went to dinner at the Ground Round, which I guess was in Springfield, Sizzler. Sorry, and I overate, and I got sick on the drive home, and I had I had to pull over. At least I didn't throw up on her. I had to pull over and throw up on the side of the road, and I felt so bad because I was like, yeah, this is probably not going to work out because she's going to hold this against me. And, it's just one of those things that's never happened before, but I guess I overate and I stuffed myself, and you know how your stomach gets when you start feeling it and your mouth starts watering. And I was like, if I could just get her home, I don't care if I could throw up on me. And I never made it. I got halfway home. I was like, I'm sorry, I got to pull over. And I was so embarrassed because I was like, yeah, this is a deal breaker. Clearly it wasn't. That was like 25 years ago.
Yeah, she liked you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she liked you and you liked her. So that was a difference. You know what I mean? But if she got that creepy vibe from you like I did, she'd be like, okay, bye, dude. Yeah, bye.
Yeah, that's funny.
Creepy vibes are for me, a creepy vibe would make me want to investigate. That's why I get like, damn.
Next thing you know, you'll be on an episode of Snapped.
I could have been a couple of times. Okay, who else got a story? What you got? Well, you know what? Hold on, Rob. When you talked about that, I could tell you about something that happened to me on a date that was funny as hell. So you know what 69th Street is? The terminal.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I was on a date with this girl, and we was cool. This girl was from a job. You know what I'm saying? I met her on a job, and we were cool and fine, and she was fine, and I was trying to show her off, right? We had some bags, and we was going up the steps, and I tried to do my little, you know how you run up the steps, never know.
Boy, no.
I know you didn't trip.
I kicked the top step, right? And did a Superman, I was like this. Both of the bags in my hand flew right up in the air. It was like a TV, It was like they just did that. I did the Superman. I landed on my belly and shit, Everybody was like, nobody wanted to see me. Nobody.
Hold up. Did she act like she didn't know you afterwards?
No. She thought it was funny as hell, y'all.
Oh God.
What happened? You can't help a man when he do the Superman. I was laughing about it. We both was laughing about it. It was funny as hell, but that was the worst thing I ever did on a date. I did Superman on some it was the metal plate and shit,
Some hard steps, man. Some real hard steps.
I was young. I could handle the steps because I stood up real fast. You know how you do. I did the Superman and got off like this.
Put your hands on your hips, right? And just look around.
That's right. I even had the Superman stance when I stood up. But who else got a disaster? You got one?
Yeah, I have one. The one I started the other day, last week when we were talking about. So I had my cousin, it was a friend of his, and he had introduced me to him, and he had been around the family a lot. So I finally agreed to go out on a date with them. So we go to Ruby Tuesdays, and I ordered a frozen pina colada drink. And they brought our drinks out, and we're sitting there, we're talking about family stuff, how long he's been around the family. This guy reached over, grabbed my drink, and drank out of my glass.
Oh no.
And I was like, what in the world is wrong with you? But I drove my own car there. So I was like, listen, I can't do this. Like, that was like the ultimate. I was like,
did you do it right after you put your drink down?
yes. I asked him what was wrong with him.
So he went like this.
And I said, what is wrong with you? And he was, what you talking about? I said, you just drank out of my glass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got to.
Here you go.
I was like, listen, I don't care how long you've been around the family, how long you've been friends with my cousin. I don't know you like that for you to be drinking out of my glass.
Right.
I gotta go. Because my whole life, it wouldn't even stay. I wouldn't have been able.
That's funny, y'all. You told me that, I was cracking up. I was like, who does that, man? I was like,
Yes, I was like, how?
Yeah, that's some free stuff. He said,
Yes. I was like, and he had been around my family, like, and he came to different barbecues. I don't know, maybe he thought that's why it was sweet like that. But I was like, then
I don't know you.
I got in my car, I called my cousin. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with this dude? And I told him, he said, hey, well, he cursed, that joker is crazy. I said, absolutely. I was like, I don't know him. And he said, I never had a pina colada before.
Oh my goodness.
I would think you have to.
You don't drink out of nobody's glass.
I think you have to know somebody for over a year before you reach over and grab their glass.
Yeah.
If he had asked me, I would have poured something into a glass for him if he wanted to taste it. But he was like, look. And while he was doing it, I was looking like, I was stunned. I was just looking at him. I watched the glass. And I watched him put the glass to his lip because I'm like, I know this is not what's happening. Like, I know this is, and he drank it and he was like, oh, that is good. And I snapped all the way out. I was like, this is, see you later.
Like,
left my little lot on the table. And I was
Slide it right over to him.
That's
Oh
hilarious.
my goodness.
oh,
Oh my goodness.
Well, I would now, but I wouldn't have done it then, honey. I wouldn't.
but he never came back to any functions.
For real.
Because I told everybody. Like I told everybody. Once I told my cousin told everybody. Hey, crazy, something wrong with him. And they was looking, he would give him the side eye, and he know how my family was. They was like, and he just slowly stopped coming around.
Y'all just outed that boy hard as shit, yo. That's sad. That's sad. I don't feel bad for him, but I do feel bad.
He outed himself.
Yeah, that is kind of true.
He outed himself.
You know what? I'm gonna play advocate for a second. He might have thought it was poisonous. And he wanted to save your life.
Right away.
He saved your life, and this is how you treat him.
That was some alpha male shit. That's what he said. I'm gonna do some alpha male shit and just grab her glass and drink it.
Yeah, like peeing on the tree. That's it. No, okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious.
Okay, she gonna tell another one. She got one more.
Wait, so
yeah, I got two of them too.
I met this gentleman on the dating app, and he's like, "Oh, you go to church?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he said, "I play the keyboard from a church." So I said, "Okay." So we're talking on the phone. He gets his keyboard and he started having like praise and worship with me. So we didn't really get a chance to talk much because he was singing, he was playing on that keyboard. He was like, "Oh, I want you to come to my church. Oh, when you preach, I want to be able to back you up." I mean, he was singing high notes, and I'm just like, so I started singing with him. I was like, well, this is what we're gonna do. We just gonna sing, and he's playing the keyboard, and he wanted. for me to marry me so I can be the first lady, because he's going to be a pastor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what he said. But he broke up with me because I had to go to a funeral and couldn't go on it. Well, not really broke up. He stopped talking to me because I had to go to a funeral and couldn't go out like on that Saturday. And he said that I was playing games. I was like, wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like,
Okay.
it was a funeral. I couldn't help you. It was a funeral.
That's gonna be crazy right there. You lucky you got out of that crazy, man.
Yes,
he showed himself right
he
there.
Was crazy. He was on the phone for hours. And then I put it on speaker. And my daughter came in my room and she was like, Mom, what the heck is going on? I said, girl, he having praise and worship. And I put the phone down and let him sing and play that keyboard. And I was like, woo, I done ran into some crazies.
Yeah, the church service day. The church service.
Yeah.
Sitting there washing your dishes as he's doing his thing, cleaning the house as he keeps going playing the keyboard, you know.
She told me he put give a hallelujah.
Oh yeah, he wanted me to say hallelujah, and he said give him a sermon because he wanted to make sure when I preach that he'll be able to play music behind me. So he was like, "Go ahead, hit this note," and I was like, "What in the?" I was like, "What?" I was totally done with the whole dating scene. I was like, I was totally done. And then Aaron messaged me and I was just like, hi. I was totally done. I was like, I'm just gonna leave this thing alone. I was like, maybe I just supposed to be by myself because these people is crazy. Aaron, you crazy too.
Yeah, I'm good crazy. When she saw this crazy, she was like, God.
Crazy.
Well, you've met his twin.
Honey, thanks for sharing a wonderful church story.
Listen, you lucky.
So who next? Who next? Who wants to go?
I got two of them. I'll continue.
All right.
I'll repeat the one I told about last week and at the end too. That's how this thing all started today. Was like I went on this date with one of my coworkers' cousin. And we would be dance partner at the club. So we said, oh, we're gonna go on this date. And I went to this nice place that I had visited while I was on the job. It was a nice, quiet place that had candles on the table and stuff like that. I was like, all right, that'll be the first date. Let's just go have a good time and eat some good food. And everything's gonna be cool. So we're sitting there and we're having a good time. And then she said, we said like started busting on each other. It was like a thing where she said, it was on a level where my shoes was ugly and I said something about her nails. So I'm on that type of level. Next thing you know, her face changes. She picks up a fork and she stabs me in the hand with the fork.
Oh shit!
And I'm thinking,
oh, okay.
And I'm thinking,
like, I'm sorry.
Be like a tap, but she cut my skin like on my hand, and then her face changed. Like, oh shit, I just got caught. You know, like her face changed. I was just like, what the fuck did just happen? Did she really just stab me in the hand? I just look at my hand. I was like, well, you know me, I just played it right off. I was like, like that was crazy. You just start laughing it off. I was like, this is it. Right? I was just like, what the fuck? I was like,
Andre, did she walk home? Or catch a cab?
No.
You would have been walking if it was me.
I dropped her off. I left. Just trying to drop her off. And I was cool. I would be cool coaching because I was like, we in a restaurant. I am a man. Let me just take her to the joint.
I don't know. I think you made a mistake because that would have been a hell of a blowjob makeup sex, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
I was not that crazy. She was trying to Yo, man. I was like,
But no, if she was gonna stab him in the hand with a fork, you think he's gonna allow her anywhere near his private
yeah,
with her
right.
mouth? No, no, Lorena Bobbitt with her teeth. No.
Yo, that was
Turn me on.
crazy.
She think that turned me
Yeah,
on.
you tagging
I
him.
was like, that's crazy. I would told
Oh, maybe she was Andre. Maybe she was into S&M. Maybe she was in S&M and testing you.
That shit was look at her face like, I don't fuck this. You can't hide your craziness for so long. You know what I mean? It's gonna come out eventually. And I was like, motherfucker. So, I was trying to talk to me some more. And I was like, look, man, we're just gonna be, friends, cool, but nothing else. You know what I mean? I had to let that out.
I ain't saying you
Not
should
even
have.
for
I'm just saying there was an opportunity.
an opportunity to pick your brother up at the hospital. You do.
You told me you're mine and you ain't nobody else's and you will never be nobody else. Like, no, I ain't doing that, John. Them crazy is crazy. Yo.
Sadomasochism. She used to that crazy shit.
Right?
Pink, 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 pink.
Right?
Next thing
Oh
you know,
my God.
she's doing a damn put you in a mask, a ball bag.
Right now. I'm getting in trouble right now.
Yeah, right.
You like crazy.
And I do like crazy women, but tell you that story so I get out of trouble.
Like
Tell you
I met this girl at the club when I was young. I met this girl at the club and we talked for a while and so we went out on a date. And then she was like, we talked, the date and everything. Then she just said, you know what, you're just not my type. So I was like, okay, well, we'll just be cool, whatever. And then I ain't talked to her, and I was like, all right. So 3 days later, she calls me up. She's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, why is she calling me? Like, you know what I mean? Nothing going on. So and then she was talking to me all sweet kind. I was like, oh, maybe she's interested, you know what I mean? And change her mind, whatever. She said, yeah, I just found out I had multiple sclerosis. And I'm like, I was like, no. So I'm thinking, okay. So I told her, I was like, well, I'll pray for you. I hope you will find an end. You know what I mean? Like, but Kim, you think, and that would be taking care of your ass. I was like, nah. So I was like, that right in the bud, homie. Right in the bud. So that was that. And I canceled that real quick. So that was the end of that. So that passed. But that was just crazy. I was like, I gonna tell you you're interested 3 days later. You gotta talk to me. You got multiple sclerosis. I was like, oh, okay, let's get back together. No. Like that was crazy, yo.
Yeah, that was crazy. Her butler, man. She needed a butler real bad.
Yeah, that was just crazy. But I got one too, where I was on the job and I met this girl. And and I'm just sitting there talking to her. I was talking to her for like an hour, just chilling. And we were talking all this good stuff. Like I was sitting at the table, she's cooking something to eat, you know what I mean? And this is like
you watching her?
Oh, she was fine. I'm telling you, she was like Halle Berry fine. She was fine as hell. Right. So I was like, hell yeah. I'm talking to this girl, get the tone, got the number already. So I was like, so she's like, I was a witch. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool, you being a witch. And so I was like, it's the day after Halloween. So I ain't think nothing of it. You know what I mean? So I'm like sitting there, like, yeah, that's cool, baby. I'm just like, she fine as hell. I can't wait to tap this joint right here, right? So I'm sitting there, we talking and everything. And then she's like, yeah. I was like, and then she's like, you want something to eat? I said, yeah. She's like, I'm gonna put a love spell on you. I said, oh yeah, you gonna put a love spell on me, baby? She's like, yeah. So I'm a good one. Somewhere I ain't bad with. I said, I know you are. You know what I mean? So I'm talking all this stuff, right? This chick said, I'm gonna come upstairs, I'm gonna be right back there. I said, okay. So she goes upstairs, then she comes back down. Yo, she had a whole witch outfit on. So I was like, oh shit, she wasn't joking. I was like, yo.
Oh, like a real wicked witch kind of outfit, yo.
Oh, she came down with
she was wicked.
Bro. Yo, and I tell you, I was like, oh shit. Now I'm thinking, I just ate this motherfucker's food.
With that love stone. You just ate it with the love stone, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm like, now I'm getting scared, right? But she was like, you ain't scared of that scared as shit. I'm good, baby. What's up? I'm gonna get the fuck out of this house. I done gave this chick my number already. I'm like, yo. So she's like, don't worry, I'm gonna send the thing to you right now. I was like, all right. So she read a little thing. Yo, I got out the house. She started calling me, yo, Mom, she's witch mom on the phone. Oh my God, yo.
Jeez.
She came down in the witch outfit, man.
Yo, when I say she came out that witch outfit, I'm thinking she fucking with me because, it's the day after Halloween. But she was straight up serious, man. She came with the books, read some spells out the book too, bro.
Oh, she read some spells on you,
I'm
dog.
gonna read some stuff. This is this. And she's like, are you still scared? You sure you're not scared? I said, hell no, man, I'm good. I said, you fine. I said, I'm gonna come back and talk to you. I'm gonna call you tonight. Yo, man, I ain't call that shit ever. It's crazy. Woo, she was fine and crazy. I was like, what a witch. I was like, Lord, when she came out that witch outfit, I was like, I just ate food.
Looking for the holy water, huh?
Yeah, right? Yo, I was scared. Mom said, hold on, your Bible, read some stuff.
Right.
I told you
Sorry.
so people tell you what they are, I believe it that because I believe it now, Mom. I think I was 21, 22 at the time when I just started this gas company, yo. But man, yo, she was, oh man. I still know exactly what she looked like. She was so fine, but she was crazy. That witch outfit, boy, had me kind of effed up, boy. I was, woo. I had to get out there.
Nothing worse than fine and crazy, yo.
Oh man, oh my God, yo. I was the whole time thinking she was joking until she came out of stuff, man, with the whole outfit on and the booklet. She was like, I don't do no bad stuff, I only do the good spells. I was like, oh Lord. I was like, whoo.
Do the good spells.
That's Glenda.
Yeah, you have a good witch. I was like, oh God.
Good witch.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy.
That was very entertaining, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was some Lion Witch and Woodrow shit, yo.
Yo, I'm telling you. Yo. I was thinking the whole time when she get out of steps, I just ate this chick food. She got my number. I won't die. I got the fuck out of here.
That's sad crazy.
I couldn't tell no fear though, yo. She got up there. You sure you ain't wearing like, no. I'm a Marine. I ain't got nothing to be fearing. I ain't scared of nothing. I'm out of the fuck out of this.
You're like, I'm not scared of nothing. I'm a Marine. Get me out. Get me out.
Yo, like, give me a hug, and I took a hug too, yo. I was like, oh my God, well, I just gotta get out this house safe and sound. Woo, man.
If I ever see you turn around and say I'm a wizard, I know what the fuck.
Yo, man, that joint was straight crazy, yo. Straight crazy, yo. That's the three crazy ones I had. For real. Straight crazy.
I ain't never I ran some crazy shit, but I ain't never had a witch, yo. I ain't never, or at least someone who admitted they were a witch. I never had that, yo.
She admitted that, John. I was like, well, it was the day after Halloween, you know what I mean? You think people gonna be fucking with you. You young, you think people just fucking with you, you know what I mean?
You thought she was going to come downstairs in some stilettos. That's what you thought when she went upstairs.
Yo, right?
Or wherever she went. You thought she was going to come downstairs in stilettos and a hat.
I said some hot stuff.
Did she try to sexy it up, Andre? Did she try to do a sexy witch thing, or did she just come down looking crazy?
Oh no, she looked sexy witch, but she was crazy. She came up with them books, yo, and started reading. I was like, this shit crazy.
That's the second time you messed up that good role that Uncle Hank was talking about.
Yeah.
I would have been dead in hell. Don't know. I would have been dead in hell because that would have been my woman, y'all.
I was like,
I play too.
Show.
I was like, oh man,
You like a bad boy three.
yo, nah, man. When she was showing you that look on her face when she came out that witch outfit and started reading out the book, when she was serious, you know, all that fine shit went right out the door. Boy. I was like, this shit crazy. Because I'm gonna spell a meal. I wake up with a chicken bone in my throat and I'll be dead. You know. Hell no, yo. Oh no. She was, man. I'm telling you, she looked just like how Halle Berry does when she was young. She looked just like her, man. She was fine. I was like, man, that's crazy, man. I'm telling you, every time I think about that chick, first thing I think about, man, I ate that goddamn food. I gave him a number.
What's wild is you never told this story. Was you afraid?
No, I told you guys. Because that's, you know, when that happened here, when we was living on 15th and Allegheny. I told y'all guys that. Yeah, we did that one. I forgot all about the wish story. Yeah, we got that.
But we got to put it now, so I can always come back and watch the.
Yo, that's crazy.
All right, Tom, what you got, Tom? Dating disasters, man. You got any?
No, because my dating was pretty much cool.
Okay.
My first date was my first love. This was my first love. Seen him getting killed. She had a twin sister. When she turned Muslim, her husband killed her. So I was fucking pissed because I was pissed. Like I wanted to hunt his ass down. I'm like, you motherfucker killed the chick I'm trying to be with. I was pissed. The second one, we went on a date.
Man, we talking about disasters, man. You
talking about big disasters, man. We're talking about
murder scene and shit, yo. We trying to have a laugh on this.
My dating is different from y'all. I never had y'all type of thing because my second date, I got so mad. I kept on, so I don't have no disasters. I'm just like y'all. So my thing is different.
Yeah, okay. It's all good. Yeah.
Tone was a disaster. Tone was a disaster.
Yeah, those things is crazy.
No.
But you know what? It's all good. You know, we all got our own stories, you know what I mean? And our own dating disasters. And it's cool, man. As long as we on here sharing ourselves and enjoying each other's company, we at the hour, man. It's 7:56, yo. If anybody has anything they want to add or say, now's the time. Otherwise, we can end it now, man. What y'all want to do? Anybody got anything?
I'm trying to see if I
I don't know, because after those two, I don't think you have any more left. Because those two can top everything here.
I wish Irene was here, man. I'm sure she got plenty, yo.
Irene had some. Oh, yeah, Irene would have been here. Yeah, she'd have had some for sure.
It's all good. It's all good. But you know, I'm grateful y'all came, yo. I don't know what my topic is for Wednesday. I have no idea yet. But I'll figure something out, man. Let y'all know. And again, love you. Till the next time, yo. Everybody, you know. So,
see you later. All right, love you, y'all. That's good seeing that you was on.
Love you, Bubba. Love you, Andre.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, love you too, y'all. Good, glad to see you,
All right, baby.
Andre, Myron,
All right,
easy.
right.
Later.
all
Later.
right, cool.
Later.
All right,
Later.
Tom.